Hello everyone, and welcome to your January 2019 Tarotscopes. Of course, I've missed December 2018, but it has been a very busy time, so I do apologize, and I hope you are enjoying catching up with what's going on with 2019. Now, do remember to check out my events calendar on my Carolyn Clairvoyant website. As you will find, I have quite an extensive year of travel around, and I'm going to be in lots of places all at once, so it would be wonderful to be able to catch up, do a one-on-one reading or a group booking. I thank you so much for your wonderful patronage over the years, and I look forward to connecting with you more and more as we move through 2019. Cosmic hugs, everybody. Hello Taurus, let's take a look what January 2019 has in store for you. Just giving the cards a really good shuffle just to see if anything's going to pop out and give us a little bit of extra. And it looks like you pretty much got clear sailing. Oh, maybe I'm incorrect there. Just needed a little bit of a push around. One more shuffle and here we go. Okay. So we'll just pop these ones over to one side and we'll take a look. So we're going to be looking at the home and the family, or where your energy is right now, your career goals and aspirations, or the things that are important to you, your finances, health and well-being, and your relationship areas. And of course, we've got a little bit of an overflow here, which is what we'll look at where spirit is concerned, additional information. So the first thing that you do have around you in connection with the home and the family is the Three of Wands in reverse. Now, the Three of Wands in reverse tells you that you're going to be finding this is a time in which you will be more focused on listening to your own advice. There are areas that you have reviewed, looked over, wanted the opportunity to happen, but may have found that there were problems there. You couldn't go ahead, and therefore you're getting a chance now to re-look at situations around you and to see what is more workable for you now. And this could have a lot to do with where you're living, where you're working towards, what your goals are. It's not that opportunities are being missed, you're just kind of taking in or on board those opportunities and having a more realistic approach. So this is going to be important, especially if you have been looking at plans that you may have made in the past. This may have a lot to do with family. It could be that you are trying to be a lot more settled on a financial front in order for these plans to manifest. And Spirit's indicating part of you is just want to make a complete change, and because of this you may need to really ensure that you have all the right information, all the right areas that are going to support this. So throughout the time of January, this is about you being able to go back to common sense, looking at situations, not using other experiences in the past as a barometer, as in other people's way of doing things, but looking more importantly to how you're going to be able to make your choices. And Spirit says here, if in doubt, back out. That means don't push yourself. Don't block opportunity, but don't push yourself to have to make a decision right now, because you could be finding circumstances are going to be more conducive in the mid of the year, where right now you might be looking for this complete wonderful change, and Spirit's saying yes, but you need to listen to common sense here. You need to listen to your own advice. You have these inhibitions at the moment that you know not everything is in place, that the opportunity is there, but you're going to need to be a lot more settled financially, or you're going to need to be a lot more settled in and around your environments that support you long term. Your career goals and aspirations. Now this is the Five of Cups, and the Five of Cups represents what you have done in the past. So you can see here in the past some areas have not worked out for you, but it's through those past skills and learnings that you are able to take forward opportunities in which you can have something better. So you may find a connection from the past, or a job from the past, or an area or an event from the past is going to be very productive for you in the future. And because the cups usually represent summer, this could be important around in some hemispheres around the mid of the year, and for other hemispheres such as us, it may be important right now over the coming 5 weeks, but it also can be very significant at the end of this year. So Spirit is showing throughout January 2019, it's about you networking, getting in contact, finding yourself, reassessing what you've done in the past and how you can do it better in the future, what skills you can take through, what wasn't ready back then may be ready right now, and you may be finding yourself highly reflective of the choices you can make to better yourself in your career goals and ambitions. Financially, look, it's about a more settling time. You want to settle accounts. You want to feel that the home and the family and the personal aspects of your life are in a time of being able to be a lot more happier and lighter. Therefore, the financial areas could come down to looking at ways in which you can be happy with agreements, and others who are on board can be happy with this as well. Because we have birthdays and celebrations and births and wonderful plans opening up all around money, you may be finding yourself a little bit financially pushing forward, but needing to understand that most of the income will be spent on social matters or family matters throughout January 2019. This should be okay for you because it opens up new opportunities for you to be able to create a new source of income as well. So you may be seeing yourself generating quite a lot of ideas within the first 3 weeks of January, which will put you into a more even or more comfortable time on your financial arenas, especially throughout January 2019. Health and betterment. Look, we have the number 2 here, and the number 2 always represents the second house, which is our material needs and also, or accumulation, sometimes incomes, but it also represents around our jaw and in and around the lower jaw, in and around the neck and the thyroid, or areas to do with our neck. So this is about you being able to understand that sometimes you may be a little bit hesitant about what you are saying because you don't want to cause an argument or a frustration, but part of you knows that you are needing to mend bridges in some way. It hasn't worked in the past, so in the future this is about you having a better way of being able to communicate your thoughts, not getting caught up in family dynamics or the dramas that may be happening. Find a settling point, and by doing this you may be finding some of that tension is starting to lift. For some, this just could mean that you're having work done or need to have work done. You've had it done in the past. It could be around the lower jaw area. You may be going back and having some tests done if you've had a thyroid issue or other areas like that. If it's teeth, obviously it's extractions and things like this. And if it is for other forms of operations or blood tests or so forth, it just means that there is a taking off, meaning that they're taking back, looking over past areas that may have been an issue and looking back and comparing this, and there might be a more taking of a different attitude to make sure that they can get things into a settled time. Now, your relationship areas, now you've got the Knight of Cups sitting here, the Knight of Swords sitting here, and the Knight of Swords represents quick decisions, feeling impulsive, rushing, making choices, and this really doesn't work for you because remember I told you around the home and the family, it's about taking your time, letting things manifest, learning from your past. Okay, learning from what has worked in the past and what would be more settling. So Spirit says here, part of you is wanting to be spontaneous and make these happy choices and all of these wonderful things. And that will work in some areas of your life, okay? But you may also feel that you need to also have something that shows you that that is going to be receptive. And that could mean that if you've had problems within a relationship and it's been over the past, okay, past issues, you may need to settle that. And that could come down to a little bit more romanticism, okay, or putting romantic areas in. Might mean that you need to heal a few areas here, okay, because you might be finding yourself jumping to conclusions. You might be finding that you're looking at circumstances much differently to what they are, and therefore you're getting a chance to really reassess this, even though you may be finding it's happening quite quickly. So Spirit's showing here that you've got some wonderful opportunities around you for some, you know, social time and celebrations and so forth, and this will open up areas of that spontaneity. But go off what you've known in the past, because you don't want any incompatibilities here or miscommunication. And that's important, especially if you know inside yourself you're ready to be a lot more happier and settled. But perhaps there have been issues that have been interfering with the relationship or the personal dynamics of your life, which has not allowed circumstances to really come together the way that you have perceived. So Spirit's saying take a little bit more of a relaxed approach. Your overall cards that have popped out here are the the 8 of Swords in an upright position. We've also got the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Now, the 8 of Swords is showing here insecurities. You're insecure about commitments. You know that you need to be making, but you're not feeling confident about this. You know, you've had a lot of opinions around you. You're comparing yourself to what other people may have done, and you may be finding yourself feeling a little bit out of sorts here. And Spirit's saying, listen, take the best of what you know. So in the past, you have been able to pull yourself through. You know, don't focus too much on what's gone wrong in the past. Don't let those insecurities hold you back. You've got a time of being a lot more happier and settled, but it comes down to not changing your mind so much, or not feeling that making this commitment to make this move or this change in your life is going to create dramas, because sometimes that can hold us back too. We're thinking it's worse than what it is. And Spirit's saying, yes, but your mind is all over the place at the moment, and that's where you're losing confidence in yourself, because part of you is wanting this sense of being settled, but part of you is wanting to break free. So you're going to be finding that this month is really a bit of a mixed bag. You'll go back over what you've done in the past and how it has led to something better. But this is now a little bit different, because you've got a lot more ideas and where you're going back to, or what you're trying to achieve, what has been in that memory bank or on that back burner for a while. You start to feel like, I don't know if I can make this commitment, because what if everything's not lined up? What if there isn't enough money? What if there isn't the right place? What if there isn't the right opportunity for me? What if? And Spirit says, but you're losing confidence in what you know you can achieve, because you're feeling you're needing to do it all at once. And Spirit's saying, but you've got time. You don't need to rush decisions or opinions. You only have to do it on your own terms. And in doing that, you're going to be a lot more happier and settled. Well, I hope you have enjoyed your January 2019 Tarotscopes, and I thank you so much for your beautiful connection.